Mo, welcome to the Inside GITEX podcast. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Do you like GITEX? Are you a GITEX person?
Absolutely, yeah. It's been 5 years now that we do GITEX.
Okay.
First year we had a very small booth. We were 5 just starting the adventure.
Okay.
And now we have, mashallah, a large booth with partners on the booth, more than 100 square meter.
That's amazing.
Very central location, completely different story now.
Do people have to fight to get to your booth? Because it's very busy at GITEX this week.
Absolutely, and we have a very packed agenda with partners presenting a lot of new AI capabilities, demonstration on business cases, etc. So very interactive.
Amazing. Have you had some good conversations so far?
Absolutely, yeah.
What have people been talking to you about?
AI.
Yeah,
that's the only thing they are talking about. They forget about data already.
I'm going to ask you a question which I've asked most others. Are we in an AI bubble? Yes or no?
No, we are not.
We are not.
And we are just starting.
We're just starting.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Amazing. So you're the general manager for Snowflake across Middle East and Turkey. Is that right?
And Africa.
And Africa. Middle East, North Africa, Middle East, Africa, and Turkey. It's a big remit.
It is a big region, yeah.
How many people do you manage?
We have roughly 55 people now between Dubai and Riyadh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does Snowflake do?
So Snowflake is the AI data cloud. But
The AI data cloud.
Yes.
The only one around.
We invented this terminology, and I'll explain you how we came to
I
this.
love that.
Okay. So we were born in 2012. At that time, we were the first cloud data warehouse. Okay. So we really created disruption in the analytics world and the business intelligence world. How to be in the cloud, scalable, very fast to deliver results, dashboards to the customers. But then very quickly, of course, we moved to be a full data platform where we are delivering for any data, structured, unstructured, documents, videos, whatever, the same types of insights, but with more advanced use cases.
So what kind of insights are you being able to provide?
So it's mainly, BI is still there, business intelligence is still there. People still need dashboards, still need metrics, KPIs to report, to analyze, to enhance. But more and more, it's about data science, machine learning. People are building models in all industries, prediction models, churn models, etc. And now moving to AI, of course, models. And these type of insights are definitely becoming wider in the enterprise in terms of usage.
Yes.
Before it was few people, experts, having access to few tools. Now it's really democratized.
Yes.
And we talk about self-service BI, now more and more self-service AI. Anyone can interact with his data, can ask questions in natural language, and can have answers.
Okay.
So that's the journey. The terminology data cloud is very important.
It's very broad as well. Data cloud is a very broad terminology.
Let me explain you how we came to this terminology. So when we built the first data platform, customers were managing mainly their own data. But we realized that 20, 30, sometimes more than 50% of the data they are consuming and using to get insights, benchmarks, etc., are coming from outside, from their ecosystem. But the sharing is painful. It's with legacy technologies. I always use the same example on documents. Before, I have a Word document, I do modification, I send it to you. You do your own modification, you send it back, and we keep back and forth.
The old days, yeah.
We keep moving the data, okay? Then, after the old days, we had the Google Drives of the world, and the SharePoint, and the Teams, etc. So there is one copy of the document, and with permissions, you can maybe just read, I can edit and delete, etc. So the data does not move. There is one copy of the data. And then with permissions, we can collaborate. We created the same in the data world, not in the documents. So the main customers that jumped on this technology at the beginning were the providers, the data providers. The Bloomberg, the S&P, the FactSet of the world, the big providers that are serving 50, 60,000 customers around the world. And every single day, they were moving this data. They were transferring this data to banks around the world, to insurances, to oil and gas companies, etc. With our technology, we did a complete shift. They own the data, the full data. There is one copy. And with permissions, they can serve unlimited number of customers.
Very nice.
This is the data cloud. It's a connected ecosystem.
Yeah. The thing is, when you talk about data storage and data cloud, it doesn't do service to what you're actually being able to provide. And that's the flexibility around how to use the data and to access the data.
Absolutely.
Question I have to you, what are the types of challenges that these enterprises are coming to you and saying, hey, we need your help? What are the types of typical challenges that they're coming to you with?
Okay, very good question. So the first and common one for every single company is the data silos.
Data silos.
Yeah. The data is scattered everywhere.
Yeah. That data has to talk to each other, man. It has to be connected.
Absolutely. Data is in different operational systems,
Yeah.
in ERPs, in CRMs, and sometimes when you are in an industry or manufacturing, it's in the machines, in the oil and gas, it's on the edge, in the OT systems, etc. So the first challenge is how can we gather all this data in one place? And that's how Snowflake was known from the very beginning, is the technology that we built was built in the cloud, for the cloud, with unlimited scalability. The only limit is the imagination of the customer. Okay, so we have customers storing more than 100 petabytes in just one single Snowflake instance. So there is no limitation. So we solve this issue. They can bring all the data in one place. The second issue is scalability. How can I democratize and give access to data to different people in the company if I have concurrency issues and that as soon as I have 20, 30, 100 people looking at dashboards, it's not performant anywhere. So again, same, the cloud native architecture that we built from the beginning was designed to be scalable and without any concurrency issues. And this is how also Snowflake was very well known in the market by being the de facto cloud data platform, because there is limitless storage and limitless compute without concurrency issues.
So the flip side of when you talk about data storage, the concern goes to the privacy aspect. So what are you doing in terms of being able to protect the data?
Yeah.
Because it's a hot topic.
Absolutely. So first of all, as a reminder, we are cloud only. Okay, we are a software as a service, and we are even more than that. We are a fully managed service, but we run on Microsoft Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. We don't run anywhere else.
You're agnostic.
Yeah. So the privacy and security are definitely the topic number one. So from day one, the first hire in Snowflake, by the way, after the founders, was the chief security officer. If we don't have the right security and privacy, we don't have a business at all. If there is any breach or anything happening, we lose all our business. And we are today a $4 billion revenue company and $80 billion valuated company. So we are talking to serious businesses here. So from the ground up, when we built the platform, we embedded the governance and security policies. So permissions, rolled access based, etc. And then when we moved now in a world where sovereignty is important, we are also collaborating with those hyperscalers that I just mentioned, the Microsoft of the world and Amazon, etc., to build on top of their sovereign cloud, our sovereign offering.
I see.
By the way, during GITEX this week, we announced that our deployment on Azure UAE now is sovereign, and we collaborated with Core 42, part of Group 42, was the first one who designed and implemented the Microsoft public sovereign cloud in Abu Dhabi. And as we run in this cloud, we work with them and with Cybersecurity Council to certify our solution as also sovereign in this environment. So this is how we do it locally, deployment by deployment, government by government, country by country.
There are some enterprises that will still, and even sovereign nations that will still prefer an on-prem solution. What's your response to that?
So you're right, on-premises is coming very, very strong in the market for many reasons. The first one is sovereignty. Customers, when they think about sovereignty, their first reflex is on-prem. I need my data and my AI next to me in my data center.
Because it feels secure, right? I mean, that's ultimately, that's the perception.
Absolutely. So what I was explaining is that we can do it also in the cloud world with the right controls in place and with the right governance. But this is our job, educating those customers on the fact that it's not because they are taking this to the cloud that they will lose the control and sovereignty. And it works. The best proof, as I mentioned in the UAE, how G42 and Microsoft collaborated to create this sovereign cloud. And then the players like Snowflake, who run on top of the hyperscalers, are doing the same job. On the other side, I think that some workloads will always run on-prem. And we can find in every single industry examples. If you take, for example, banking. Banks will always need to have the high net worth individuals' data on-prem. Because there is a classification in data. In every single country, there are laws on data and classification from top secret to public. The first or sometimes the two first levels can remain on-prem. The advantage of a solution like Snowflake is we don't only compute the data that is stored in Snowflake. We can compute data stored anywhere. It can be in our Snowflake instance, it can be on any cloud storage, and it can be on-prem. The compute engine will always be on the cloud. So data, when we do queries, will be transferred, and of course we will do anonymization, obfuscation, etc. So some of those features are acceptable by some customers. Some customers for certain types of data. I mentioned banking here as an example. Telecom, for example, they will always have some types of data that they will need to keep also
This is
on-prem.
personal identifiable information, right?
Exactly. And also defense, for example,
Yeah.
because this is a critical nation data. So on-prem will stay there. On-prem is even coming back strong in the AI world. But I think it's, again, about education. The job we did to educate customers on data privacy, that it can be done on the cloud in a sovereign way, we are doing it now again on the AI. So it's a transition period.
So you mentioned AI a little bit with some, we haven't really got into it. How has AI disrupted your business, and how are you using it for the betterment of your enterprise partners?
So for the last 2 years, everybody is talking only about AI. I think 2023 was more about curiosity and testing. And it was more about Gen AI, which was really the first step. This is how everyone discovered the power of AI with the large language models and the likes of ChatGPT, etc. But this is just the beginning. Last year, customers were really implementing use cases in production and starting to have business outcomes and ROI, because year one was just investment. Last year, everybody was trying to have an ROI from these use cases. This year is a different story. This year is really the agentic AI year. So people building AI agents to do automatic tasks on behalf of humans. And they do this in a workflow way without any human intervention, call agent A, then agent B, then agent C. So you can today, for example, in the travel and tourism industry, take care of the full end-to-end journey. You want to book a flight and the taxi to go to the airport and the hotel and have the activities and everything. So we'll have agents that will talk to the likes of Expedia and Booking, that will talk to the likes of Emirates Airlines, that will talk to the likes of the taxi companies, etc., and will arrange automatically for you the full package.
Well, I've had a few people sitting where you are, and they've said that the agents that you mentioned, those use cases, they're still not being able to produce any tangible results on ROI. How do you see that playing out over the next 6 to 12 months? Are we still in a test phase of actually can it produce a tangible return on investment, or is it something that's still a bit further away?
Yeah, so there is a lot of manual development happening now, but this has changed very, very quickly. The platforms, the agentic platforms are being released now as we speak in the market, including the Snowflake Intelligence platform, if we talk about Snowflake. So the effort at the beginning to jump on a new disruption, new technology with new platforms is huge.
Yeah.
As soon as those platforms will be mainstream, and this is happening very fast, everything in AI is very fast, by the way. Yeah? What used to take 6 years, 5 years before is taking now 1 year maximum.
Not even, yeah.
Not even. So definitely these customers will see the benefit and the ROI in 2026 without any doubt.
So from a personal perspective, you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
You're a senior level person. You're running a big organization, a multi-billion-dollar organization globally. Why are you doing what you're doing? What motivates you to do this?
First of all, I'm a technology guy. I started my career as an engineer, doing solution architectures and doing pre-sales activities, etc. Then I moved to the sales organizations. I love technology. I love to see the impact of what I'm selling, and I love to understand what I'm selling. So this combination makes me very happy to work for companies like Snowflake, because it shows that we can really be disruptive in a very easy to use way for the customers.
Yeah.
Technology is not complex anymore. Anyone can use it. And this is exactly what we do, even for enterprises.
Yeah.
Usually the companies who are focusing on end users and consumers like you and me will do this job of making the service easy to use.
Are there certain industries that you think you can have a bigger impact? versus others?
You mean verticals?
Yeah, industries, whether it's finance, whether it's healthcare.
Yeah.
Are there certain industries that you think are more suited or what you can disrupt, because you mentioned disruption, or
Yeah.
impact more in?
So the industries that were already very heavy data driven are the first ones where the disruption with AI is
Low-hanging fruit.
Yes, exactly. Banks, definitely. These are the first ones. Everything in a bank. The bank is a data company, by the way. It's running all on data. So everything around fraud detection, claims, anything that can be automated, accelerated, deliver a better customer experience, a better personalized marketing to, we know you as a customer and we can provide you with these products. And we are sure at a 95% that in terms of accuracy, you will like this product. I think healthcare is the next one because the compute power that we have today and the technologies that we have today is really enhancing the health for the population. What used to take 10 years sometimes to understand a model or to design a drug and then go to phases of testing, etc., now can take less than 1 year. So I'm sure in the next 3 to 5 years, in terms of healthcare for the population, what can we provide in terms of prediction, prevention, and then also in terms of treatment is a complete game changer versus what we knew in the last 100 years.
Yeah, I had a gentleman yesterday. He talked a lot about quantum computing and how they're able now to test new drugs, like you mentioned drugs, via computer with 100% accuracy on what it's going to look like in terms of the actual treatment.
Absolutely.
So no longer having to go even to clinical trials, which is, it's outstanding. I would love you to close with an insight that you would like to share based on all of your experience working in the industry or even where it's going. What is something that you think we should know?
I think we should all be aware, coming back to your first question, that AI is not a bubble. Okay. AI is a reality. AI is changing our lives, but it's up to us to make it change our life for the better and not for the worse. And here there are a lot of topics on bias, on privacy that are being taken very seriously now by governments and authorities. And this is part of the job of also the technology companies like Snowflake to design the right framework to have the AI for good for the humanity and not just using it as a technology and be, I would say, passive versus what can happen in terms of AI impact.
And finally, what is your expectations for the remainder of GITEX?
So we are in the middle of GITEX. Usually these 3 days, Tuesday to Thursday, are the busiest ones. My expectation is to continue those very exciting discussions with the customers and partners about the future of AI and how Snowflake can help them unlock this quickly and also with the right level of security and privacy.
And you're looking forward to next year already, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
Bigger booth, even more central.
Absolutely. And Expo City. Hopefully the traffic will be better.
Inshallah, my friend. And on that note, Mo, it's been great having you on. Thank you for joining us at Inside GITEX and hope to see you very soon.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.